And we're live. Welcome, everybody. We are back on Discord tonight. It is exciting. We've all sort of come to prepared for a challenge, both in-game and on a technical front. Our key resource tonight, Jez, was not able to make it, so we're freehanding it a bit. We're going off the rails. We're going to get a bit loose. We're gonna go for it.
He's never allowed to leave. Jez is
Exactly.
never allowed to leave. That's what we've decided.
He just didn't check for traps.
Never.
He couldn't help it.
He got caught up in another Sydney lockdown.
Yeah, a mini lockdown inside of a lockdown.
What is he? Where is he? Wait,
never change. Never change. On that note of never changing, let's have a little bit of a recap. Where did we end off last session? Anybody want to volunteer?
Pretty sure balls deep in a dwarf captain the. Oh no, sorry, what?
Yeah, no, that was implied.
Oh my god.
No comment from this end.
Stereo's got to go steal a body, I think, with Finry.
Are you stealing a body?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we were going to take the. No, for the lady, the weird lady. We were going to, because she wanted weird bodies or something.
Oh, no,
so we were going to get the demon body for her.
No, she was like, nah, I want you guys to get me some magical creature ass. I want some dead carcasses of magical creatures.
So not the demon? Okay.
No, because you brought pieces of those things. They were just constructs. She wasn't interested in fake bodies. She wants real flesh bodies.
Yeah, she would pay us if we go and get some magical things. Because the other thing is, like, you know, the other place for our investigation is Prenine, which is on the other side of the map anyway. So it's more than likely we're going to forget about it. So if history tracks.
At least you guys are self-aware. That's important.
Were we headed to one of the other crystal smiths?
There was another one in the city.
The reason we're heading to a crystal smith.
Well, I got 2 magic feathers, so I'm very happy anyway.
Yeah. I was just going to say the reason we're heading to a crystal smith is because we killed a couple of big bads at the beginning of the session last time. Some bad dudes showed up and started smoking us, and there was some other bad dudes that were doing other bad things, and it was a bad dude-a-rama until we rocked up.
Yeah, until Stereo rocked up and
there was a world of hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there
was a world of hurt in the middle there.
There was, and I think the important factor there is that the reason that you wanted to go to that crystal smith was to understand a little bit more of the runes that were found on the bodies, as well as in the crystal birthing chambers of these creatures that were found underneath the town square.
Yes, and that's when we ended up at the Hourglass to meet Jasmine Fenwick.
Yes,
who indicated nobody in Avolo has this capability, or at least have been studying this longer than Jasmine. Quote, unquote.
Oh, nice. I do like a little NPC quote. It's very flattering. It's good that my words are memorable.
Inspiration.
So do I actually get inspiration for figuring this out? Like, I feel like I deserve that.
You do.
Thank you.
I will reward you with basic IT competency. It is definitely the way it works. So yeah, you get to draw a card from the deck whenever you feel like it.
Oh, I thought I just got to okay. Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is the new way we're doing inspiration. Is the deck of fate.
I thought that was only for the wishes or whatever, the spells.
Why not both, Hinsa? Why not both?
You hate me for calling you a Paro.
I mean, that's. I feel like I can take away a inspiration for that. Like this is transactional. I can give and take away
so fast.
We need to get out of this hole.
Every session. I'm sorry.
All right, so
at the jewelers, we exited the jewelers.
You guys have exited the jewelers and you find yourselves back on the sunny streets. As the afternoon light shines through from the top of the roofs, it is a glint as you all shade your eyes, getting accustomed to the bright light outside. You look around and
I'm ceiling. I thought you were pausing. My bad. I was saying I feel a little bit stronger.
Yeah, you
There's
guys
just a
do
little
feel
bit
a
of
little bit
extra.
stronger.
Strong.
Just flexing a little bit. As you all look around, and waiting there for you all is Dwali Shadowhand.
In what sense? No sound. Oh, hold up. Whoever this stream loser is, he'll work it out. Who was this bloke? Why isn't it?
I used my Apple Pencil and it auto corrected itself to Astrid. I'm like, that can't be right. It's my name.
Yeah, we got still getting
confused.
some audio to work.
You should be getting
Robin.
The
cat's back
yes.
now. There we go. There we go.
Okay, awesome.
We are back. Thanks all. Yes,
So-
Carlos.
Then
Sorry.
I milked them.
Would I have been able to cast Find Familiar at some time?
I mean, the second you probably found yourself capable of doing so, you were like, you probably like snuck off and chatting to your sword. You're like, yeah, let's figure something out. What does your familiar look like?
It is an imp, a 5e imp.
Oh,
Very
He's gonna
nice.
be hidden. He's going to be resting on my little arm or just floating just above me, invisible at all times.
That's awesome. When he is visible, what color are they?
We'll go red.
Red, a nice classic red imp. That's amazing. Hensa, with your question, yes.
Is the imp related to Impy? Oh my god, don't tell me you forgot Impy.
Oh, nobody will forever get Impy. It is an entirely different universe, so there's a chance, but who knows?
I'm pretty sure
Impy is by no means.
Does that the same voice?
What's
Pretty
that?
sure that Snack ate Impy.
All right, jumping back into the action. We have one handlebar mustached dwarf arranging plans for a determined rendezvous with Finry this evening over drinks. The rest of the party, what are your plans as you settle into the city, looking potentially to investigate the circles, potentially, or investigate the constructs, the clones that were seen in the city, or investigate any of the other rumors that you have heard since entering this place? Where next?
Well, the only other thing that Finry would like to do is keep an eye out in case anyone wants to pass him a message, because he sent off a thing the day before. But
little
other than that, he'll wait for what the rest of the party wants to do.
Is anyone else going to be doing something, or I'm going to be busy tonight at 7 by the sounds of things. What's the rest of the plan?
Arm's going to find a place to pray. He needs to speak to Anubis about what's happened today.
That's fair enough. And otherwise, will we be seeing a lot of you in the coming days, or are you going to go off to investigate what's happened here? I have to sort of make arrangements otherwise.
I think we'll be around for a little bit longer, but we'll definitely let you know, Dwali, Mr. Shadowhands.
Just Lee to you, Finry.
Lee. Oh,
Hey, Finry. Hey, Finry.
Well,
Can I whisper something to Finry?
Hands for the rest of us.
Yes. Master Shadowhand, King of the God.
Can I whisper something to Finry?
Make a stealth check.
Yes, do it. First roll of the night. Do it. Level 5, do it.
Please roll a 1 and end up yelling.
I hate you all.
Here it comes. It's coming.
Okay, where is it?
I mean, I can't give you inspiration for finding the dice for that. What do you whisper? What do you whisper?
With a 5.
Ask him if he's heard anything of Altalus. Altalus?
Well,
you really bring her name into this conversation right now after all of what you got caught doing. I thought that you'd be out of this muck. Why do you bother asking after that traitorous woman?
Lee,
she took something of mine.
Oh,
she took
yes.
something of mine, so I was just curious.
She's taken a great deal of many things from many people. You'll be standing in a long line of those that want their things back from that woman.
So you haven't seen or heard of her at all?
That is part of an ongoing investigation, and I will not be revealing or compromising the integrity of that to you today.
So nothing, I'm guessing, then.
He's stone-faced. If you want to figure out, if you want to try and read him, you'll need to make an insight check.
Okay, yeah, I'll do an insight check. Why not? All right. For some reason, I keep going D&D Beyond. Okay, here we go. Whoops, I didn't. I didn't update my character sheet.
Rule number 1.
Just add a +1, by the way.
Yeah, I'll add a +1. Just roll.
+1.
Just wait for the roll to come through.
Okay. Oh my god.
Beautiful. So with the 14, you see that on his face he's.
It's 20. I've got a 20. I have +6 to insight.
My apologies. With an unnatural 20, you see a hint of frustration in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That doesn't tell me anything. I see.
Well, he's frustrated by the fact that he hasn't caught her. Is the takeaway there?
I'm just gonna slink back to the corner because I've spoken enough.
What was that, Dave? Sorry.
I was saying you can't just hand her the details. It was an unnatural 20, not a nat 20.
Exactly.
I said 20. Technically 21.
Yes.
Shadowhands maybe will have had better luck finding this person.
I'm going to slink back and hang out with Hector.
We do need to make haste to find out and investigate. I don't imagine we'll be around too long. And I look at Finry and just kind of shake my head a little bit, even if some of us want to stay for personal reasons. Finry. We do need to get provisions and make our way, I feel.
All right. Well, you have my assistance as long as you're here. It is my best interest to have you all finding the cause of this as soon as we can. Otherwise, if you need anything else, money, things, I can find and make arrangements for for you to do something that might earn you some coin. But otherwise,
I mean, if
you
you're
let me
happy
know.
to give us coin, that's perfectly fine.
Oh, unfortunately, not. You understand the government's coffers tight as. I need to make sure that there's at least something gained from us. It's just business.
Well, it's something we could definitely discuss over dinner.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to have that discussion with you, but I was hoping that we might escalate past business if you catch the underground winds.
I pick up on what you're laying down.
Finry's doing this.
If you're feeling the tremors of what I'm digging up, you know what I'm saying.
And you broke down.
Tyria needs to shake someone right now.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
got to
you
shake
do.
Rafe because she's like, she can't. This is amazing.
Oh no,
What time of day-
I dig it.
It's like probably 1 o'clock at the moment.
I'm just wondering if with a date night imminent, whether the rest of us head to a pub and sort of keep an ear to the ground and see what the town is saying about today's events. See if anyone knows anything.
That sounds like
Yeah.
sweet. And he's like, well, if you're willing to take some recommendations, I can definitely guide you to one. But by the sounds of things, and from us picking you up, it seems like you've all had a pretty good run around of the taverns in this place.
Yeah, that's okay. I will meet you. What say we meet back here at 7 o'clock?
Right, all right. Outside of the hourglass, I'll be here. Make sure you wear some closed-in shoes.
Finry kind of looks at him a little bit funny at that. Okay, it's the only shoes that I have, but okay.
Well, then you're perfectly dressed.
Must wear. I'm just going to write down the note. Must wear enclosed shoes.
He's taking you bowling, all right? He doesn't want to spoil the surprise. He says, all right, what about the rest of you? You need some place to go, or you're going to find your own place?
Where would you recommend that lips might be loosest at this time of day?
What sort of lips are you looking for? Lips gilded with riches, or those that have their ear closer to the common folk?
Closest to the common folk.
Oh, are we talking like common, or like below common? What sort of level of discomfort would you like to feel at your drinking hole?
Common?
Perfect choice. Great thing. Well, you'll find a little place in the residential district just south of the town gate. You'll see it quickly enough by the procession of beggars that typically make their home around there.
Apparently, I'm classist.
Hey, aren't we? We all have our proclivities. And lucky for you, being classist is not an arrestable offense. Says the cat.
Not yet, anyway.
I think real class has no barrier.
Wisely spoken, Finry. An interesting take for sure. Let's avoid the fact that most of the places here have segregation of wealth, but that's fine. An idealistic society is definitely one that's worth striving for.
Always going to be optimistic. Gives him a thumbs up.
He gives you a thumb up too. Not really wanting to get into politics before he's even taking you out to dinner.
Finry does not want to get into politics whatsoever. He's just trying to make conversation and sound a little bit smarter than he may be.
All right, well, I'll see you then later, Finry. And I look forward to seeing the rest of you again later.
We'll see you then. I'll see you then. Wear something snazzy.
I will, indeed.
Enclosed shoes, though. Enclosed shoes?
As these are the only one that I've got.
Same.
Go with the collar.
Thank you very kindly. And all right, I've got to go and orchestrate a whole bunch of things. And I heard that somebody may or may not have murdered someone inside of my guardhouse. You lot wouldn't have heard anything about that, would you?
About what? Sorry.
The murder in the guardhouse.
A murder in the
Terrible.
guardhouse.
Yeah,
What a
it's
terrible thing.
the timeline sort of means that wherever that elf and the where's the old one with the hat? I see they've disappeared. They were both in there prior to that person's passing. You didn't happen to see anything, elf?
Not at all. I'm sorry, I was quite distracted by all the screaming.
Of the person being murdered?
No, I didn't even murdered. I was locked inside till I feel very, very unsure of everything. I just battled demons, please. I honestly I don't think I'm of any help. Maybe ask Hector.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, Hinza, you got this.
You got this.
Remember, you
Persuasion.
do have.
He's getting interrogated.
Oh!
You have inspiration. You have inspiration for that one. Don't forget.
I'm using my inspiration.
I'll let you use it in the conventional sense. You can re-roll that bad boy.
Oh, please don't roll another
Persuasion.
nat
Oh
one.
my god.
Because that's terrible.
One.
Yes,
One.
that's
A little bit better. A little bit better.
17.
There goes your inspiration. All of your tech fortune now used up. He says, all right, you'll find out what's doing this to my people and what's causing these creatures to spawn. And I look past it this time, but know that I've got my eye on you, Asteria.
Please. I just hide behind the big cat.
Right, well, that's me off. Goodbye, y'all. And he wanders off, and you notice perceptively that he does walk with quite the confident gait,
Oh, Finry definitely notices.
and he accentuates every motion.
So, guys, what's the plan?
The pub.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I know of a pub. Yes. I think there was a shorter one. Did Hector run off with Flint to go to the library?
Probably.
Went to go pray?
I don't think he does that. I think he's more of one of those sciencey type people.
Oh, Hector.
Hector.
My bad.
Yeah. No, because
No, I'm getting players confused.
Yeah, no, because we have the one scary guy, not Raya, Harm, and then where's Harm? Was Harm with us? No, Harm wasn't with us. Where is Harm?
Why wasn't I with us?
Not Harm, sorry, Raya. Hey, look at me getting the clothes confused again. Ha! It's like
Welcome.
you're the same person.
Rhea, you freed the two from the jail cell last session, so you were able to go in, take out the guard that was guarding them, which is much to the chagrin of the local law enforcement, as you just experienced. And you found them again at the center of the commotion as you were running back, trying to make a bit of a wider loop to make sure that you weren't followed. And you slid in behind the party as they exited from the hourglass.
Yeah. Why is it always when I turn up that definition of good and evil? Let's find a bar that will keep you somewhat in that perfect unity.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Is that your blood?
Ignore that.
Okay. And I start leading the party back to the pub that Carm and I stayed at, the one where we were treated very nicely by Quinn, the bartender.
Beautifully. And as you head your way there, you quickly find yourself at the bar that you were last at, and seeing you apologize, you end up walking in, and she looks at you, waves, and says, welcome, Finry, and I see you've brought more guests.
Well, yes. Well, such a lovely place as this deserves as much patronage as I can provide.
Oh, indeed.
These are my friends.
Welcome all.
Don't have the group name yet. I was spitballing a couple of ideas, but
Yes.
nothing comes to mind just yet. Most of them, I think, are trademarked. So, for the moment, we're just these people.
Have you thought of maybe being like Lords of the Rings or something like that?
Yeah. I think there were some wizards on the coast that got in a bit of trouble when they tried to use the stuff from that.
Right.
But I think we should. I think just it'll come naturally. We don't want to force
I'm
it.
sure it will. And you don't have to force it. These things come in time.
Exactly. But these are my friends. That's Asteria. And the cat is Rafe. We have Raya and Harm, and Finry mispoints at both of them as he says their names.
Seeing you again.
It is a pleasure. Good to have you back under my roof.
And one of my really good friends, Malkis here, he's a bit upset because he lost his feather out of his hat.
Oh, indeed, but a curious thing you have accompanying you there, Malkis.
What's curious?
Oh, you know.
I'm very shocked. I don't say anything. I'm like, okay, I'll take a note of that.
I do like the particular shade of red, though. What a darling.
Yes, he is quite a nice pet.
At any rate, please come on in. Shall I bring again a selection of food to the table?
Oh, yes, please. And was there any messages left, perchance?
There was, and I will bring that out to you as well with the food.
Thank you so much,
see the
as
imp?
always.
You do not.
We don't.
It's you don't see anything that is being referred to.
She keeps
What the fuck was she on about?
Imagine this. It's the sword. It must be the sword.
I don't know.
Is she talking about Carlos? Oh no, Carlos. Malkis.
Malkis, I sense evil.
Malkis, you talk to yourself. There's shit that people are pointing out that we can't see. Who are you?
Honestly, Wraith,
Let's
I'm
go get
not
you.
even entirely sure myself.
Oh, okay, great. Cool.
Nice. No doubt. As you enter the tavern, you notice a couple of interesting things around the room. You notice a scarred half-orc playing with a necklace, sitting across the table from a blonde-haired woman with dull steel armor and a vibrant red cape that cascades from her shoulders. As you all are finding a place to sit, you hear your hostess yell out to you all, I've actually got a bit of an interesting beverage on offer if any of you would like to try a new signature cocktail I've been working on.
Do tell. Is it fermented goat's milk?
No, I don't actually like that trend. It's not a personal taste of mine.
Then I'll take two. It's anything but that.
Two, excellent. Any other takers? Beautiful.
Whatever.
I'll get one for the entire, one each for everyone.
Beautiful. Let's start with one, and I'll bring more out as needed.
What is the name of this fine establishment that we're in?
Did you take the note of the name of it last time, Finry?
Finry did not.
Excellent.
I don't think we had names for
I think it was tavern number 3.
Tavern number 3. Yeah. That's perfect.
Tavern number 3.
Hey, what's tavern number 3?
So it is going to be called the Bitter Table.
The Bitter Table. Love it.
Sounds German. Bitter Table.
Bitter Table.
Bitter Table.
DM.
Yes.
Does this place look like a place where thieves and whatnot will gather around and stuff?
What is your understanding of thieves' dens?
Would it be similar to the guild we were entered earlier?
The one key thing that sets these guilds and thief spots apart from other establishments is that you don't know typically that they're thief hangouts.
Okay.
I will let you
Well,
make a perception check to see if you can uncover any signs.
Why am I the one always making these checks?
Because you're the one trying to find things.
You keep asking the questions.
That's how it works in this game.
For a bit of the ride.
Okay, guidance on myself.
No,
yes, as long as you can, because now you can speak. You're not trying to do it stealthily.
I'll add a D4.
I'm just gonna apologize for him.
So I just remembered, hence the yell.
Oh my god, guys!
What's that, sorry?
Sorry. Another 20.
Oh, beautiful.
So I just remembered, that's why I screamed.
So good. Got it!
As you go through and you begin to have a little gaze around, the one thing that you do sort of see that makes you question is that there's writing in a strange script that you don't really understand on top of the doorway as you enter.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only indication that there might be something astray here.
Okay, Finry.
Oh, yes,
Can you read that writing on top of the door?
I look at the writing.
Are you able to read the writing on top of the door?
Am I able to read the writing on top of the door?
It says Thieves' Den in Thieves' Card.
Oh, yeah, no, that just says that everything's okay and we're safe here.
Well, if we're safe here, do you think they'll know anything about Altalus? I keep forgetting how to say her name.
I think that Altalus, I think, well, considering it was literally yesterday that everything went down,
it?
I think we maybe, don't want to inquire too much. We don't want people to think that, we're snoops or anything like that.
Okay. Well, hasn't it been one day? I thought it was 2 days. Yeah, it's been 2 days.
It was yesterday morning, and then we split up, and then we went to our own separate pubs. Apparently, you got arrested. You didn't tell us that yesterday. Earlier today when we met up. And then
we were arrested in the middle of the night, Hector and I.
Yeah, so that was last night. And then this morning, there was the explosion at the market. We fought a bunch of beasts. We took them down single-handedly together. And then now we're here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, time is like a soup. It's a little bit all over the place.
Time is an illusion.
Did you say Heinz?
No,
time is like a soup.
Time is a soup. Time is a soup, which is it's a reference to Critical Role, like the new thing. It happened in the last session, so I found it really funny and it's stuck in my head.
Wait, has Exagger already started?
Yes,
first session launched.
Oh,
it's really good. Anyway,
okay, cool.
but yes,
new DM and stuff. It's gonna be interesting.
It was really good.
A little bit of cross promotion here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
We send some to them. They send some to us. It's just a back and forth sort of relationship.
Critical Role Twitch stream to promote raging rolls because we do it here daily.
Rangers of the chat.
Yeah, go follow Critical Role because they really need the support.
It feels like they've really been struggling recently. So let's all chip in there and really give it their best go.
Watch some of their older stuff. Give your support to that Matt Mercer guy. He's just a new DM. He's working it out.
Yeah. If you can spare a few bucks for a Patreon or throw some coins their way, I'm sure it'll go well. Beautiful. That hit way too close to home.
So time is like a soup. So, but yeah, no, that all happened last night, and now we're here in the present in the at the bitter table, getting catch up. Find out how everyone's doing, check in, make sure everyone's okay. Oh, Malkis, I have a feather for you. And Rhea is it just like one person's blood, or is it like a lot of people's blood that's on you? Because there's different spatters all over you.
As you asked that question, the lady that was talking to the half-orc at the table next to you, she leans over and she says, "Did I hear somebody mention blood?"
Madam, I believe he was talking to me about the beauty of creating good and evil in the perfect unity. This is what the blood portrays.
I have a very similar philosophy myself. That any of us here in the town are good, and any of those that seek to disrupt our way of living, bad. I'm a bit of a hunter of evil myself.
My dear, it sounds like we're cut from the same cloth. I too make sure.
Lebleth. And your name?
Rhea.
It is a pleasure, Rhea. Tell me, what is it that you have recently murdered?
I have equalized and made sure that there was unity amongst thieves and those that wish to challenge my party.
Oh, thieves. They're not exactly that much of a... Not much of a conquest, really. I was hoping that you had slain some beast, some crystal-infused nightmare that was wreaking havoc upon a nearby hamlet. But I guess some thieves is pretty reasonable. You might want to join up with the town guard. I hear they're always looking for people capable of fighting thieves.
Wait here. I believe you need to talk to our resident smartass. Finry.
Hi. Yes, hi. I'm here.
Come tell this young lady how you killed everything in the land. And I walk off to grab an ale.
Oh, yes, hi. How you doing? I love the way that the light shines off your tusks. It is quite alluring.
Well, thank you. I myself am quite fond of my tusks.
Yes, I am. Yes, so apparently we did something that
Yes, apparently. Did you kill something more impressive than a town's thief?
Oh, yes. You may have heard of these creatures known as crystal land sharks.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not, you know, we're not weak.
She pulls a chair from where she was sitting and she flicks it around so that the back of it faces your table. She strides along top and rests her arms on top and she's like, "Please do tell more."
Well, so what happened was we went into a cave. We were hired by some miners, but we also wanted a little bit of that recognition and a little bit of money off the carcass. You know how it is.
I've done my fair share of gigs like that.
Yeah, we fought very hard. Everyone almost died, but through their effort and them distracted, I was able to land the killing blow on this monster. So I like to call this our single-handedly together maneuver, as it were. I can teach it to you if you'd like.
And with that, I'm going to pause the stream for a sec to say we just got raided by fast-talking Aussie girl. So DM, any female character you play from now on has to be a fast-talking Aussie girl.
I mean, I will try.
Basically.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're just having a little bit of a chat in a tavern after a tough fight of some crystal constructs created by an unknown entity that the party is investigating.
And we love that it's your first intro into D&D for her and a cruise. This is awesome. Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome. If you have any questions, please throw them in. We're always happy to help onboard some more people. So yes, as you guys are sitting in the tavern, this lady says, "So you've done some killing, then, have you? You sound like you're quite the competent group."
Oh yes,
I also killed.
You did, yes. I mentioned that. That's what that single-handedly together meant. It was all of us.
No, not the shark thing. The other thing this morning.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Asteria. I think we did. Oh yes, no. The you may have heard the explosion in the market.
Yes, it's hard to not notice that, but there wasn't really much
They killed the
excitement
main
there.
guy.
Yeah, so
Well done, I guess.
yeah, we were kind of like, first on the scene, and then we thought, hey, what's the best way to, get around in the city than make yourself useful to the city guard a little bit. So we jumped in and we decided we'd give them a hand and did their job for them.
As is often the case.
Yeah, because some of them are pretty useless. That Dwali, he's very. There's something about him.
He's a bit of a character, isn't he?
Just a little bit of a character. But yeah, my friend Asteria here, she landed the killing blow on the biggest thing and ended the entire threat. That's that
Well
whole
done.
single-handedly togetherness. We distracted it, wore it down and stuff, and then we gave her that opportunity to be like, oh, and magic that thing to death.
Well, I consider me impressed. You all seem to be more competent than I had originally expected. What are you all doing in a place like this anyway? The excitement is out on the road.
Well, we all have our lots in life. We decided we'd stop on our way here, possibly resupply, and, tend to some personal business and then make our way on the road. I assume that's pretty much the same for everyone here, because I realize I'm doing a lot of talking. I don't know why. Everyone's very quiet. Malkis, you talk. Go.
There's plenty of time for it.
I've been eyeballing the half-orc, and I've been taking particular note of her accent. Does it sound like they're Galnedian?
Yes. So from your understanding of that place, it does seem that there is a Galnedian element to her voice.
What's a Galnedian like yourself doing here in Avolo? Not making any trouble, are you?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it, at least not for the lot of you.
Yeah, so you've asked us what we killed last. What about you?
Oh, you want to know what I killed, do you?
Yes.
Well, let me regale you of the stories of my great conquest. I have come across the land and have ventured across the boiling ocean to find myself here. I thought that coming here and trying to find out what lives so close to the crystals, I would find some creatures that would truly challenge a fighter of my skill. And I've killed one or two things. There was a giant eagle with crystal-infused claws. I was able to slay that without too much hassle, which was not too bad. I consider that a personal victory. Otherwise, have you ever heard of?
Flint will be happy about that.
Who's that? Sorry.
Flint will be happy about that.
Who's this Flint?
Oh, he's one of the team. Not with us at the moment. Where is Flint?
Library.
You guys have quite a diverse cast. But at any rate, sort of a group, a collection of individuals all striving towards the same goal.
I thought that was a party.
I mean, oftentimes the two things align. I've seen many parties happen when casts get together.
I thought a party was like when they had that music that goes and everyone gets up and dances.
You know the weirdest barbs. You absolutely know the weirdest barbs. I just pull out my book and I'm like, did you say we're all on the same? What did you say your name was? And I just start opening the book and flick through a few pages.
My name you were asking for, was it? You are very presumptuous, aren't you? And she smiles and she says, the name's Lair Bleth.
Lair, did you say with an L?
Lair, like the lair of a fire-breathing dragon.
Le Blef.
Lair, of course.
Le Blef.
Good.
It is a name common to my people.
And what a name it is.
Why, thank you. It matches these tusks that glisten so in your eyes.
Is there like a rock umlaut above the eye?
No, yeah, you have not seen it written out. I'll put it to you this way. But she says, and my personal favorite conquest, though, of late, these crystals have caused quite a lot of mutations, would you say? We've seen what they can do to people, creatures, but I recently saw what it can do to people when exposed in unsafe ways.
Malkis will chuckle. He'll say, "Is that what happened to your little ugly friend over there?" Pointing to the half orc.
He was.
The half orc saucy.
You mean he's no? There's two of them there.
Ah.
You mean you know he was born that way, right?
Oh, that's just what they look like. I'm sorry.
That was surprisingly hurtful. All right, that's how it is. And you hear her bubble something under her breath. She says, "At any rate, no, not him. There's this creature, this thing that at one point must have been a woman or a man, a human by the size of it, but its flesh had been warped and it turned blue as its hands and its arms had elongated. Its back snarled with horns that penetrated out of it. Its face deformed with several extra eyes, as its body was covered in disheveled robes. As we approached, we could feel the evil emanating from this creature, and penetrating deep into the marshlands, we found ourselves face to face with this abomination, and that is when we first started to really understand the breadth of the infection that the crystals have brought upon the land.
Was this anywhere, was this perchance near a farm between Avonrath and Avolo?
Not in this case. This one was much more up north in Dramesh that we found this particular hag. Have you found something similar nearby then?
Not so much, just a glowing farmer.
Seems quite tame in comparison. I'm not sure if there's...
I mean, recently at the mines we killed a fairly angry crystal-infused Bulle.
Yeah, the land shark.
Causing some dramas until we took it apart.
I've heard. Quite the good group you are. Listen, I have a bit of a favor to ask the lot of you.
Oh?
I myself...
a job.
No, one and the same, really, isn't in my eyes. You all seem capable, and I've been looking for capable people that I can potentially work alongside. Somebody that I could take on a bounty. Let's say that I found somewhere where they could make some coin if they were to survive.
And
well, some of us are free to
How
leave tonight, and some of us are due at dinner.
Yes, yes. It's rude to cancel plans last minute, or ghost someone, as it were.
Ghost? Is that sort of like spectering someone?
Yes, spectering. That's the word.
Right.
So sorry, I'm originally from Dramesh.
It's all good. I sometimes just have to check whether it's a Galnedian thing or not. It's this mess of cultures we have in these places always makes life difficult.
Truly. Yes. When would you be needing us? Tomorrow, obviously.
Well, it's not.
Or later?
It's not going to kill itself, but I've got time.
And
What is it?
though?
Yeah, what is it? That is
What
the
is
question.
Oh, you guys are really trying to get it all out of me, aren't you?
Oh, just you wait. I'll give her a wink.
She says, "Not on your life, little man." And she says, "Listen, there'll be time yet for us to dive deep into the specificity of it, but I first must know if you are even able to come, if you are willing to come on a bit of a mission. It will be dangerous. Death is not unlikely, but the reward is in the upper 4 digits."
That's this many, isn't it?
And she looks over to you, and she's like, "Sorry, how many was that again? How many figures? Can you?" No. That's 5.
No, that's how many. Like you said, 5.
I said upper 4 digits.
Upper 4 digits, so upper than 4 is 5.
Is anybody else around here willing to understand arithmetic?
Some of us understand basic math.
Basic math?
Whoa.
It'll be thousands.
Look.
There will be thousands of gold on the line.
Fantastic. We enjoy having bags rattle with the rewards. Now, what sort of thing will we need to be killing here? We need some more information because we need to be prepared. We're not the type to roll into battle and hope. There are a few of us here who are unsure of what it takes to defeat evil.
All right. You've pulled my leg. If you have to know, there's tales of a homunculus nearby. The creature that we slew had several documents showing that it was part of a network. Co-conspirators willing to use the crystals in their own twisted, nightmarish capacity. And we found that one of those creatures that were created or turned has settled nearby. I have heard tales that a day's ride from our location, we may yet find the land marred by ponds of green waste as this creature sets forth, bioforming all of its surrounding land into a biome for its survival, its putrid existence. And I seek to slay it, and so does my companion.
What do these look like? I've never heard of a homunculus before.
If you imagine 3 humans, right? You've got them in your head? Now imagine one really big human, like twice the size of a normal human.
Well, you know,
like a centipede, a human centipede?
No. Completely wrong track. Completely wrong track. No, one big. So if you just sort of were to stretch out a human and sort of make it twice as large, the same proportions.
Like Slender Man? Like a Slender Man?
Where are you coming up with these atrocious analogies?
Like the Bagman.
A Bagman. So maybe, all right. This creature is bloated. It is like a balloon, as if a corpse that's been bloating under the sun. And the skin of this thing seems to be stitched together, as if using multiple bodies to create a suit of flesh for it. No, it's not nice. That's why we want to kill it.
Yeah, if it's bloated, why don't you just pop it? Like, stick it with something sharp and it'll pop. And then
really smart, Finry. That's a great idea.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, yes.
I was just going to say, Home pokes Raya. He's just like pokes me in the side, like, this is what we need. We need to go and sort this out, Ray. Regardless of what the others do, we're going.
Let's end it now. Let's just go and find this giant beast. Make it end now.
The angsty boys.
The angstiest.
The angsty.
Some
All
may
the
call
edge,
it
all the
teen
edge.
angst.
Well, can I then interest you all in a little adventure?
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
Especially
look,
if there's
I
coin
did
to be
kill
made.
that last creature, so obviously we can do this with my help.
Let's take
That
this
I
adventure
had no doubt.
and see who's truly the greatest champion amongst us.
Oh, well, little skinny man, I can prove to you that you will be a great sidekick on this adventure.
Are you coming with us?
Oh, of course.
Well, yeah, otherwise we get all the
Why
money.
do you want to
Don't
come
get
with
anything.
us?
Well, A, it's sort of
Well,
my
they need
whole
to show us
shtick.
where it is.
And B, it's again, I like to kill
Well-
things for a living. It is sort of my hobby and my passion.
It's your passion. Why can't you do it yourself?
Because it is a giant thing stitched together that can terraform a landmass into poisonous, vile pools of acid.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to bring back
I
up.
feel like I want to give it a hug. Let's leave the druid here if she's
Yeah.
not interested to come. But
Agreed.
No, Asteria, remember.
let's make our way. Are we going tonight or tomorrow?
Let's go
I
now.
want to come.
Lair, are we
Oh,
going
but
tonight
Finry
or
has a
tomorrow?
date.
I think.
Guys, Finry has a date.
I think tomorrow will be best because that way, I don't know about the rest of you, but I got pretty wiped out this morning. I think
Yeah,
a
you
nice,
did.
decent rest would do us all a little
Are you
bit.
going for round two?
What?
You going for round 2?
Oh, let's let later with Wiley. Sorry. No. I think a nice rest probably would look good. I mean, we still need to get this feather attached to Malkis's hat, so we can't go out before that happens. So,
Finry, would you like me to help you?
how do you mean?
In what way?
You have a date, don't you?
Yes.
And so I can help you get ready like you help me.
Well, how about I
No.
get myself ready and you tell me how I look, and then we'll go from there.
You sure you don't want me to help? Fine.
No, okay, fine. You can help. You can help me, okay?
Awesome.
I'm very excited. This is really fun.
So,
anyway,
Where
that's
is
the point.
where
are
where
we
is
going?
this homunculus in relation to Pranine?
Bernine, well, Bernine's in the desert. We won't be finding it quite there, but I'll be heading closer towards it. But whatever adventure, whatever remuneration we're after, we'll have to find our way back here.
It's all right. Well, yeah. So, I don't know, guys. Did you want to go tonight or did you want to go tomorrow? Like, if I need to, I'll just leave a message for Dwali if we want to go tonight.
There's no
I think
rush.
you need to have your. I think you need to have your dinner, big man. We need that relationship within the city in case things go sour again.
Aye, and any
Just take one for the team, would you?
any deaths caused by this thing is not really that worrisome.
Oh no. Well, we won't die.
No, it's only Nandarian locals, and that's not really a big loss.
Finry?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Early to bed tonight. We
Oh,
need
I plan
you
to be. I mean,
well
yes.
rested.
Leave it dawn.
We leave it
Leave it
all.
dawn.
Remember what you said, compromising positions. That's what you told me.
Yes. Yep.
You do, as you guys are all chatting, eventually the patron does come over, your bartender. She smiles and she says, here are the honey pine dews for the table. And she pours these little glasses that have a bit of a fruity smell, a tropical scent. And she smiles and says, on the house. And she says, enjoy. And you see beside the tray that she's left is a letter with a seal on it, Finry.
I immediately grab the letter and leave the table after having a sip of my honeypine dew, and just like I stop for a second after I sip it. And I'm like, Quinn, you are a master chef. This is the best cocktail I have ever had.
It is my pleasure. You are always welcome to taste the finest things of life here with me.
Always. And then I rush off to the corner to go read the note by myself.
Do I see him rush up? Do I see him with the note?
I mean, she left it on the table. Like, she wasn't exactly being too stealthy with it. So I would say you probably do. Unless you're making an overt effort to be stealthy there.
Finry, what's in the note?
Definitely be making an overt effort because
make
a
stealth check.
Make a stealth check. Jeez, but I got a +10 to that.
You can do sleight of hand or stealth. You can choose.
No, that's cool with that 22.
Sweet. As you whip that out, boop, you manage to misdirect and find your way easily able to avoid detection as you step off to the bathroom.
Okay, fuck did Finry go?
Read the note.
You read the note.
There was something
and it's all in thieves' cant. It is encrypted in that sense. Upon it, you read that there is a way for you to meet the decryption expert, the guy, and as you read further, it says that in a week's time you will be able to meet under the largest tree in the city.
Just tree in city, as Finry.
And
it out loud.
it specifically says to come alone and to bring a newspaper.
A newspaper? Finry taps his nose in the bathroom by himself, and he's just like, newspaper, yeah, I get it.
I'm on to you.
Yeah. Sure, I'll read that note tomorrow, and I'll be like, why did you want me to bring me a newspaper? Like, what the hell?
So yeah, a week's time under the largest tree in the city.
Okay.
And that's the note, short and sweet. And as you finish reading it, you feel it begin to heat up in your hands.
Finry knows the drill. He drops in the urinal. I assume there's a urinal and not just a hole.
As you drop it in the urinal, it sits into some of the residue that's there, some of the wetness, as it sizzles, mixing in with the liquid, and it turns into ash that then mixes in and drains out the drain.
Finry goes, I love Avolo. Most places have just holes in the ground. It's so unsanitary.
Avolo's got modern plumbing for some reason.
Yeah,
We're living in the future over here.
They got little urine cakes?
No, they're just actual cakes.
You see forbidden candy.
You just see there's like a Danish in the urinal. There's a nice chocolate mud cake slice that's sitting in there. Whatever to just help the general atmosphere. So yeah, you quickly make your way out of there.
Okay.
As for the rest of you, you agree with your new companion to meet them again outside of the city gate to the east tomorrow morning early to begin the trek out towards this homunculus.
There we go.
And then anything else you will do before the evening date that now approaches Finry?
Finry's going to be quiet. He's just going to be he's just going to be thinking and getting ready, but away from the rest of the party except for Asteria.
Who was forced away into your...
Something about Marriott?
I was just going to say, after Finry leaves, I catch sight of myself in a mirror and see what he's done to me with all the funny coloured stuff that he put on me as a.
Yes.
He put on me some sort of.
That's right.
Disguise that he put on me when we were hiding in this tavern previously, and I just nudge Malkis, and I'm like, how long have I been like this, Malkis? How long?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking through the eyes of my little pet.
A while.
I'm gonna hurt him for this in a loving way.
He deserves it.
Nothing.
But you look lovely. But Harm, you look lovely. It's okay. It's a great look.
Lovely is not what I'm after.
Okay, sorry, you look
let's just
angsty
say
and
emo.
If
you're gonna go in,
that...
I'm not an angsty and emo. I have a delightful blue and grey outfit, but I'm going to be.
I don't know what you say now.
Leia looks at you and she says, "You look fabulous, darling."
I look like a clown. I'm gonna check my name for you. Check for his name in my book again later, just in case.
All right, so you guys are. Yeah, sorry.
I said Anubis would find you somewhat pretty.
Might invite you into his realm at that point. Yeah, so as the afternoon wears on, you all find yourselves very comfortable and enjoy the beverages. There are rooms on offer, quite discreet, that are there for you all to enjoy. The evening approaches as it becomes time to head out towards the date. Finry, you've been preparing for a while now. How have you prepared for this this first date with the guard captain?
So I with Asteria is she's with me. I just said to her, listen, I've been mucking around a little bit with some of my capabilities, and I think that I don't need to so much use my supplies as such. I think that if I just go like this and I click my fingers and I cast Disguise Self. I cast Disguise Self to make myself pretty much look exactly like I currently do. However, much neater, much tidier.
Have you got a real life beauty filter on?
I do have a real life beauty filter on. I have two spell slots, so this is one of them gone.
Nice.
I think I'm just going to use this, and then I'll do that a bit later, closer to when we go. If Asteria, what's your passive perception, Asteria?
16, mate. Oh, is it 17? 16, 17.
17 passive?
Okay. Yeah.
Druids are just so watchful.
Yeah, so you would probably notice then that everything changes on Finry except for what looks like a piece of fabric that's tied around his waist.
Oh, okay. Finry, what's that? Around your waist. How come that didn't change?
Oh no, that's just how I like it. It belonged to my mum.
What is it? Oh, what is it?
It just belonged to my mum. It was her apron.
Is your mum okay? I don't know anything about your family.
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
I hope so.
Do I notice if Finry's upset or anything?
With that passive perception, I would say that you notice that something's off. You've hit a nerve.
I've got a passive 17 and insight 17.
Yeah, you probably notice definitely hit a nerve with that comment.
Well, if you need anything, Finry, I'm here. Like, if you ever want to talk or if you just need to chill out, if you ever want to hang out. Well, Well, you know how you helped me. Do you need me in your ear as well?
First
Like
off,
how you helped me?
Thank you. Yeah, no, if I do need your help, I'll let you know. I have to make sure that we're back here within a week. Going hunting and stuff. As for help, I think I don't know. I don't know if you have what I had. That thing that I did, and I cast messages of cantrip and speaking to her ear using a bit of copper wire. I don't know if can you do that?
I can't, but I can be a spider.
But then how would you talk to me? Wouldn't I just hear like a...
Oh, I didn't think of that. Never mind.
That's all right. Like,
Maybe I guess I should stay behind then.
Well,
What's the other spell slot you want to use later?
Pardon?
Enlarge?
Oh,
Lag is awful.
it's very bad.
Yeah, it's killer.
That was great.
No, not that one. Well, why don't Asteria? Like, you've gotten to know me, you've gotten to know Hector a bit. You guys spent the night together, but not in that way. But why don't you go? Like, they all seem really nice. I'm pretty sure that Rhea and Harm and Malkis are all adorable, cuddly bears on the inside. I don't. And, well, Rafe is a cat. Like, just give him some nice warm milk and he'll probably just curl up in your lap and fall asleep.
Just to interrupt,
Yep.
Titanus, a beautiful name for the 250th follower.
Woo!
Thank you so much for jumping on and watching along with us and watching the journey unfold. With your wonderful following, we have now reached our follower goal. And Finry, do you want to let the people know what they've potentially won?
Well, what they definitely potentially won, especially if they're watching us when we're live and the giveaway heads off, you'll be getting your choice of a digital or physical copy of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. It's full of all the spooky stuff slash shit
stuff.
that
I
is
like
available in D&D 5th edition. There's new domains. It goes a little bit more on the backstory of like Curse of Strahd, a little bit more like you can have like zombie apocalypses. You've got mummies, you've got vamps, you've got hags, you've got pretty much anything creepy that you can think of. There is stuff in there, and it's all built in, ready for you as a DM or a player to use when coming up backstory or homebrew campaigns. I finished it the other day. I love it. I'm going to be using it in my home game to terrify the absolute crap out of my players.
Very awesome. Thank you so much. So probably not next week Thursday, but the week after we'll be doing the giveaway. So we look forward to anybody that is looking forward to enter that to be there on the day, to be followed, and you will be put in the draw for that book. So thanks again so much for jumping on to the Raging Rolls journey. And hopefully we'll have many more milestones to celebrate as we continue to grow.
That's the 15th of July for those
hey,
with our calendars
look
next
at
to
you
them.
with maths and calendars and stuff. That's pretty handy.
Yeah, if only I was that smart in game.
Yeah, so 15th of July.
Subscribe now to receive.
And if you subscribe now, you'll get this knife set. No, that's not coming.
No, I don't think you can send knives by mail.
No, I think we'll reach all sort of problems at that point.
Yeah.
All right, jumping back into the action, you find yourself standing in front of the hourglass. There, in a little suit jacket with some leather pants, some black leather pants, you see your date for this evening. As Dwali looks around, looking for you to approach, You see one hand in the pocket, the other sort of aside. You see his suit jacket fold open as he turns to you, and his hand falls to his side. You do tidy up quite nicely with magic. He says,
Away.
"Welcome, Finry. Good to see you."
Hi, Lee. You look dashing as always.
A man about town, I thought I'd better dress up. It's not often that the people get to see me relaxing, letting my guard down a little bit.
Oh, we're going to be with the people tonight. I thought it was just going to be you and I.
Oh, there'll be people around us, but we can tune them out, I'm sure.
Well, whenever I stare into your handlebar mustache, the world drowns itself out.
As he strokes it, he says, "Yes. Oh, yes. Let's go." And he begins to lead the way into the city. You find he's made you some reservations at a nice restaurant. Keeping it classic. Dwali is nothing but a man that follows protocol. He says, "This is a dwarven experience. You'll be tasting all of the traits from under the mountain. Hopefully, that's to your liking."
I am partial to pretty much anything. I'm game. I lived in Dramesh growing up, so fair trade. There's a lot of different people come through.
Well, indeed. Hopefully, you'll find the food here enticing. And he leads you in, and he gives the person at the front a nod, and you guys head to your table. And he says, "I've ordered the set menu. They'll bring it out for us as we go."
Fantastic. So, Dwali,
Yes.
Like, I think we should get to know each other a little bit because.
What do you have in mind?
Well, we could play 20 questions, but I feel that.
All right, question one.
Oh God. No, but wait, did you grow up here in Evolve?
I've been around the block a little. Not always here. I grew up in Biro, actually, up north from here. And when the crystal occurrence happened, unfortunately, it no longer exists. I don't know if you've heard, but they call that crystal Biro's End. Its a rupture caused most of the people in my town to die.
I saw the landmarks and the graves on my way down from up north.
Yes, I found myself, like most of the people then, finding their way to the safety of Avolo, and here I am. I've spent the last 5 years building a bit of a reputation. I was part of the guards back in Biro and slowly took those skills and some of the men that I brought with me here and integrating them into the Avolo guard force. I found myself in a position of leadership, and to tell you the truth, if it wasn't for the crystal occurrence, I wouldn't be here. But there is definitely some sadness to what I had in Biro. There's a life there that I built for many decades.
Yes. Well, you know what they say, with every cloud, there's that silver lining. Super cliche, I know.
I know, indeed. And I try my best to look at the positive side, but in my position, you find yourself dealing with a lot of the people in society that aren't really worth talking to too often.
I find that, everyone has that little bit of good. It might just be very tiny compared to other people's.
Right, like the leader of an organization that makes their entire business robbing people. I'm sure she has some redeeming qualities, but let's just say that personally, I believe that the bad outweighs the good in this case.
Well, it's not like she robs and murders them.
Right. Okay. So, that's a compromise. Right. Yeah. But she does also have people that murder them. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, but is it so much the fault of those types of people, or is it the ones that employ those types of services?
Right. So
it's kind of like, every now and then a latrine's got to be cleaned. You want someone to do it because you don't want to do it.
Right. So what you're saying is that people that want death are going to pay for it regardless, and so there's always going to be a demand for it, and therefore a supply.
Exactly.
Right. It keeps me employed. I'm not exactly opposed. I wish less people were killed.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. No, we can both agree on that. People dying, me dying. No, we don't like that. That's not cool.
But for a man that claims to be afraid of death, you sure put yourself in its doorstep quite often.
It's not so much that I'm afraid of death. It's just that I have things that I need to live for.
Right, and
so it will
be
very.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but those are two death clerics you hang around with.
Oh yeah, no, they're just big cuddly bears. How he seems.
Do you just repeat his name there for me again?
Harmon.
Yeah, right. You understand my reservation.
Oh no, he's fantastic. Like he let me we had a sleepover and he let me do his outfit for the next day. He loves it.
Oh.
I'm 100% sure he loves it, and there will be no repercussions whatsoever.
You had a sleepover with him?
Oh no, not like that. No, I think he's married to his god. I don't know how it works. I'm not a particularly pious person myself.
All right. I was worried there for a second, Finry.
Oh no, Harm's nice. He's. I don't think that's his thing. I think his whole thing is, his sexual orientation would probably be best defined as death.
No, right. No. Okay, I'm less worried now. Much less worried.
And Raya, well, I haven't got to know him just yet, but I'm sure he's just as nice.
Oh, I'm sure. Anyway, enough talk of murder and death and all the rest of it. There's some things that I'd like to know from you. What's something in life that makes you happy, Finry?
Oh, life itself.
You are a master of cliches, aren't you?
A little bit. Well, no, I enjoy experiencing the new things that life has to throw. I have never been to a bowler before. I've seen many new things that I thought I would never see. I saw, the crystals, the stuff that the crystal smith had. That was awesome. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I was down in Avonrath about a week ago and met my new friends, and they're all really interesting and different, and like I just want to get to know them. And I made a good friend with my Malkis, the one with the hat. It used to have a feather, but doesn't have a feather anymore.
Right.
I had to get him a new feather for that. And then what was that?
I think it was out of character.
Oh, out of character. Okay. Yeah. No, I like meeting new people and experiencing new things, because you don't know what life's going to throw at you. One day it's all having fun, getting drunk on fermented goat's milk. The next day it's almost getting eviscerated by a big black evil creature thing.
Indeed. An interesting life is definitely something to strive for there. I myself have found that there's a bit of a duality in running the town guard. Some days you just run a bunch of people that sit around and dice, gamble, and drink mead. Other days you control a fighting force that is the only thing that stays between the town and complete domination by an external force. There's definitely something to be said about a bit of excitement every once in a while.
Otherwise, life just gets dull. And I'll kind of put my hand on the table over his.
And he says, "Otherwise, it just gets dull." And he puts his hand on top of yours, make a little hand sandwich. And all right, make a charisma check for me.
Let's just a straight charisma roll.
Natural one.
What are we looking at here? We're looking at maybe a persuasion. You're trying to persuade someone to date you. I'd like to like you.
Hey, this is a good chance to say to people, hey, you can spend your channel points and chuck them in our Twitch chat to help me with this because I have a +1 to my persuasion. So.
Yeah, so if you do want to help out our friendly Finry here, please feel free to redeem those points. They will go to giving them an inspiration draw from the Deck of Fate.
Also, Solo, it's pronounced handwich.
It's a handwich.
It's a handwich. All right.
With no bailouts coming from chat, you're looking for a straight roll there.
Okay, a 13. That's a 13.
13. All right. So as the night progresses, you have some good chats. The conversation continues to flow. Some points there does come a bit of a lull, but very quickly, not one to ever let the conversation drop too much. You manage to quickly jump up again and fill the gaps and get him talking. You go through the evening and slowly these dishes are brought to you. One of particular interest was kobold scale chips with salsa, which was brought to you as apparently a dwarven delicacy that I don't think you probably would have had prior to this.
And I would definitely be asking if it was real kobolds.
He looks at you and says, "Well, you have heard about the recent incursions by the kobolds, right?"
No, I haven't. I wasn't at that pub.
Well, as the story goes, there's a whole bunch more kobolds making their presence known, raiding towns, stealing iron, all sorts of things. And when you have livestock just throwing themselves at you, you're gonna have to use those in some way.
Yeah, but aren't they sentient beings?
Aren't cows sentient beings? I'm not sure I understand.
I'm pretty sure kobolds can talk and think and feel just like we can.
You're
just
there
a
with
little bit more evil.
You have a cat with you, at all times. Surely you know that all creatures can think.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that cats, well, besides my friend Rave, don't necessarily talk. I don't know.
They don't make sounds. They don't communicate. At what level do you think that something's okay to eat or not?
Well, I don't. I don't want to offend you, Dwali. Lee, sorry. But I'm not feeling particularly comfortable with this dish. I understand if you want to have it, but I'm not feeling comfortable to eat this.
Oh, no pressure. I apologize. We're us dwarves. It's one of our cultural delicacies. We've lived with some very harsh conditions, and sometimes we've grown to eat things that I forget aren't really that appetizing for others. I deeply apologize.
No, that's totally fine. I totally understand. So, I'm a halfling. We traditionally roast everything, butter, salt, all the good stuff. I'm keen to try different things because sometimes they can get a little bit bland. I learned about this very fascinating thing when I left where I grew up, called spice. It's
interesting.
Spices. I really like this really spicy chili. I don't know if have you tried chili before? I don't know. You probably have. That's probably.
I mean, and typically, much like yourself, the only spice we have is salt. I've been sprinkling rock salt on my cornflakes since I can remember.
Well, it just so happens, and I'll reach into my pocket and I'll take out a bit of chili and I'll kind of grind it up over the cobalt chips for him.
Oh, he digs in, and you can immediately see his face tense up, and it's like his eyes go bright as he says, "Woo! Tickle me beard and call me a dwarf. That's something special."
I know, right? There are even people who I came across who ferment it into the ale.
I swear, what we've got there is like fire. It feels like I can breathe flame hotter than the forges.
Exactly. It's one of these fascinating things, but
You just see Dwali just go, try to like breathe fire.
Scully's ale.
Well, he doesn't seem to be affected by the heat in that degree. He thinks it's very cool.
But Finry will pretend to look at the watch that he doesn't have on, and it's getting quite. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I've got to go monster hunting.
Yes. Well, Finry, if you're ever in town again, I'd be happy to pick up where we leave off.
Oh, I should be in town after we deal with this thing.
Up to the guardhouse, and I'm sure you'll be able to be directed to where I am.
I would like that. I would like that a lot. And Finry will get up, walk past him, but stop, and just give him a nice but like intimate kiss on the cheek before he heads out of the pub.
Nice. He's a gentleman, accepts it, and he gives you a little head nod and says, "May the morning bring many more exciting new things for you to experience."
And see you, Lee, as I walk out. Don't even turn around. Walk off out of the pub.
Beautiful. He's just sitting there, just like looking out towards you, just like, what a halfling. What a halfling. And as such, successfully solved my first date puzzle.
Excellent.
This campaign has way more romance in it than the last one.
Yeah, we have a bunch of horny PCs in this campaign. So.
Everybody be flirting with everybody out here.
The crystals are definitely an aphrodisiac.
Allegedly.
Wait till the cat gets on it.
Do
cats go in heat? Does rape go into heat?
Oh,
does rape go into heat?
That's so should. That'd be glorious.
He certainly does.
Oh, God.
Why did you have to say it like that, Mark?
Yeah, thanks again for the 250 people that have agreed to be notified every time we do this.
251 now.
251. Again, thank you to, is it Gaichi? For joining our adventure.
Gaichi.
Oh my God, stop butchering it.
So, as the evening winds down, the ale pours over. The adventurers in Avolo stumbling off to their rooms. The old ladies yelling for quiet in the streets as they attempt to fall asleep. And the guard captain, a smile on their face as they drift into the dream state in the evening. You all find yourselves resting easy. A night after a battle is always a rewarding one. And the excitement of tomorrow doesn't affect tonight with all of your wariness. As the sun begins to rise, the bustle of the markets below in the city begin to rise, you all slowly come to as you make your way together to the eastern gate, approaching your new party. And off to the gate, you see in front of you your companion that awaits you there, Lair Bleth, and her half-orc companion. And she says to you all, "Well, good morning. What a fine day for slaughter.
Fine day for slaughter. I've never heard it put that way before, but I might just steal that.
And indeed, I hope that we steal many things, especially the life force of this abomination this fine day.
Oh, thank you for the subscription, Adam, DM_Adam.
What a legend.
And just a reminder to our own peeps. That's a long rest.
It is a long
That's
rest.
a long rest, yeah. I was
So-
straight away. I'm like, long rest.
You guys are long rested,
Get some stuff back.
long rested, level 5. Looking good. All right, so you guys are all there as you begin to adventure forward into the journey. So, of any of those looking upon the map, the location you're heading towards is due east of Avolo. It is a empty place on the map where not much is there. It is just north of the main sort of the middle section of Kalan's Range, which is the mountain range at the south end of this continent. You would pass through it if you were to journey towards the eastern islands at the frozen isles. But for today, you're heading into pretty much unmanned territory. The only people that risk this area are those traveling traders who want to bring goods to or from the eastern isles. And anything specifically you guys are doing while you travel?
I would have just left note for Hector and Finry. No, I'm Finry. Hector and Flint to let them know where we were headed
Awesome.
before we left. But otherwise, as we're on our way, I've just got a big smile on my face, and I'm just kind of like hands behind my head, just walking along, doing a soft little whistle, not too loud, just keeping an eye out.
And you hear that your two companions talking in Orcish as you journey and continue to walk through this area.
I'll kind of like saunter back a little bit and kind of get into a point where Harm is by himself a little bit from the rest of the party.
You managed to do that.
Hi, Harm.
Finry, how are you?
How you doing? I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. You walk very jolly this morning.
I had a fairly decent night last night with Dwali.
Did you see those shadow hands in action, or?
A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. I had a question for you.
Sure.
Thanks, Nat30s. You guys are the best.
Nat30s are the best. So is Isabeth. I don't know what happened to her. I hope we get to see her again.
She's around. What is she doing? Who
I
knows?
killed her off screen.
Oh god, it's now the imp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've noticed what you keep pulling out a book. What is a book?
Well, I mean, there was some papyrus stuck together, and this one has some large pieces of wood as a covering. It's got names scribbled into it in penmanship, like a lot of notes that have been bound together. It's a book.
Yeah, no, I understand what a book is. Like, just because I haven't been to the
Fantastic.
library.
Good chat.
Yeah. No, but it seems you check it quite often. What's written in it? Is it like a really good story? Is it a romance novel?
It's a type of romance novel. It's a romance between myself and Anubis. One of murder and death and cosmic plans.
Finry just mutters under his breath, I knew they were married. And continues. But like, what does it tell you? Like, can I have a look at the book?
Of course, it's merely a book. Anubis uses it as a tool. The book itself has no value. merely that it contains names that I've heard. But when he really wants me to remove an issue from his plan or execute a part of his plan, he involves me by giving me the name of such a thing in the book.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Like, so do you hand me the book? Can I have a look at it?
Yeah.
When I look at the book, when he looks at the book, does he see names in the book, or is it blank DM?
I would think that what you see there is like a scroll that you see like some script, but it doesn't seem legible to you.
Interesting. As we're walking, I'll just be like, "Oh well, oh my god, what's that?" And I'll try and distract Raya. Try and distract Harm to look away for a hot second.
No. You're trying to distract Raya. Roll to distract Raya.
No.
You had your chance.
I got
Raya is distracted. You succeed. Carry on. What's your plan?
No, I want to distract Harm.
Raya is very distracted.
What's going on?
Damn
What's
it.
happening? Where are we? What are we doing?
I'm trying to distract Harm.
Pretty.
And whilst he's distracted, because he's told me that the book tells him to do stuff, I'm going to try and quickly scribble "kill Jason" into the book.
I look. If he throws a look over there, I'm trusted. I look.
Beautiful. Yeah, you quickly scribble. How good is your handwriting?
I can roll a sleight of hand check to see how.
Yeah, do a sleight of hand for your penmanship.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 22.
Yeah, surprisingly good. You flourish. You managed to get the words in to convey what you're trying to say.
There are.
Sorry, I was mistaken. It must have just been a bunny or something. I after almost dying yesterday. Oh shit, that was yesterday. Holy shit, time is a soup. Yeah, I'm a little bit on edge. I don't want anything to happen to you guys or anyone else. Anyway, here's your book back.
Thank you, Finry. It's a lovely book, isn't it? A lovely book.
It is. It is quite nice.
You've just.
You go.
What were you saying?
No, you go. You go.
I was going to say you. Do you feel privileged to have been holding something touched by a god?
I was mostly just wondering if this leather-bound book was made with human leather.
Well, I mean, not this one, but others have been. It adds a little, spice to the ideas.
Oh, speaking of spice, do you want some chili? And I pull some more chili out of my pocket.
Pocket chili is not one of my things that's above standard for me. Sorry.
But it could be.
Yeah.
It could be. It's a gift from me to you. You're my friend here, and I just kind of force it into his pocket.
You, as you guys are chatting, you hear quiet, everybody quiet. You see ahead of you, Leia has slowed down. The half-orc with her pulling up quietly behind her, pulling a large club at the ready. We're here.
Smell the air.
Immediately stealth.
As you guys have been traveling, you noticed a little bit of a smell slowly begin to creep up, but it's really now as she calls for the quiet that a smell of sulfur just woof hits you, and it's unmistakable that something is in the air here.
I would like the stealth.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that stealth check. As
it's only 16. Okay.
Nice. As you all approach, you get close to the space, and you begin to notice these giant green pools of bubbling liquid. as you guys are slowly going through this area. And I will just activate that scene for you all.
I want to get my imp to fly up around 100 feet in the air and just and then look through his eyes to scan the surrounding area, see if I can see anything.
Awesome. Do they have a perception check?
Passive perception is 11.
They can make an active check. You're definitely trying to do that.
Wouldn't it be Carlos's eyes because he's the one looking through the imp's eyes?
He's looking through the imp's eyes, not the imp looking through his eyes. At that height, you aren't able to see anything specifically.
Sweet.
Anyone else doing anything as you approach these fields of acid and liquids?
I was going to go stealth, and I rolled a 14 for a 20.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Stealthy than me.
Asteria, seeing everyone else roll stealth, she'll roll stealth as well. Because
Does
she's
she actually
wise.
see people roll the stealth, or does she just see people disappear?
Oh, you're so funny. Where's
can't help
my... Robin, where's my token?
Everybody else has managed to drag theirs out. I'll give you inspiration again if you manage to figure it out.
Wait. Where is it?
If we figure it out for her, can we?
Okay, I figured it out. No, that's the spider.
She's so stealthy. She's not on the map.
Oh my god, why is this so
on the
hard?
map. Yeah, there's
There's
two of you. There's literally two of you.
Cast duplicate?
Not sure which one, but we'll get rid of that one. We'll check this one with the group. We'll make it somewhat reasonable. All right. So as you guys approach, you have the two in the lead now, having a look around, and they whisper, "It can be anywhere. Be careful. We're in its territory now."
Am I getting any smell type vibe of direction, or is it just overwhelmingly sulfur?
Overwhelmingly sulfur.
Is there any movement around besides us?
Would you like to make a perception check?
I would like to make a perception check. I can't roll a 1, so it rolls again, and then... Why did I get... I rolled an 11 plus 4, so that should be... Yeah, 15. 15.
See? You do have a inspiration in the chat if you did want to use it.
I might. With that minor blessing, I will definitely be using that minor blessing to bump that up to whatever the cards... Whatever
the deck of fate we will be using tonight.
I don't want to say I'm sad, but that minor blessing was for the date night later on.
Hey, so if he doesn't survive this, he's never going to get to the Shadow Hands.
Hey, yeah.
All right, so we're looking for top third,
card.
Middle third, or bottom third. Where you go? Middle third. All right.
We can see, with those cards, we can see some of them.
Yeah, you see the bottom. It'll be fine. All right, so this is the middle section where we're going to be choosing some of these. What are we looking at? Middle, left, right? What are you feeling?
I'm feeling like I would have just preferred a D4.
This is like bad lockdown magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to slowly begin to count them down, and I'm going to deal them out.
Okay.
When you say stop, it'll be the card on the top of the pile. This one right here.
Yeah.
Add a 3.
Okay, so it's
roll.
18. 18. No, sorry, not 18. Yeah, no, 18. Sorry.
18. Definitely. With that 18, you begin to tune in to the sounds of these pools of acid as they begin to bubble and bubble and bubble. You sneak through as you quietly make your way trying to identify what's going on here. When you hear a crunch, as you look back, you notice that it's Harm, who definitely not helping the stealth effort. makes a loud noise as they approach some of the pools nearby. And with that crunch, you notice some of those bubbles in the pool behind Han begin to intensify.
Get out of the way! Obviously breaking stealth as I shout that at him. And I don't have anything. I can kind of use my mage hand as a cantrip to try and shove him a little bit, but it's 5 pounds that he can move. So
I jump. I leap away from the pool.
All right, make a athletics check for me.
And if he doesn't make it, I'm going to hit him with telekinetic.
And athletics.
Nice. That was enough.
25 for athletics.
That was just enough. All right. So with that, you all are watching as this massive creature launches itself out of this pool, attempting to get a little nibble on harm as it begins to try and grab our local death cleric.
Oh god, it's like the little girl from Full Metal Alchemist.
Is this thing undead, or is this just some sort of monster?
Oh, it is all sorts of hell. It is a construct of evil magics. It is infused with this sludge.
It's Ray's like wet dream of evil that he gets to slaughter.
It is very, very good.
So it's got undead in it.
Dragon Donkey had a baby.
I would say, let me see what it's got here for things. I want to make sure I don't mislead you all. It is. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to. You guys will be able to tell some vibes. It does seem to be organic. Like it was grown. I would say that it's not. It looks very much alive.
Okay.
I'm sensing a strong theme so far of creation and we've lost. Oh no, who did we lose? Hinsa. Yeah, I'm already.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm already feeling the sense a theme of creation and life in this campaign.
There's definitely some sort of that for sure. All right, so
organic monster upset the druid so much in DC to.
This creature lurches out of the sludge splashing around. As a result of that splash, I'm going to need you, Rafe, as well as Asteria, to make so what are we using a dodge again? We want to make probably a dexterity saving throw? Yeah. Give me one of those.
Do it.
Muted.
14. All right. How do we go, Asteria? How's that?
Let me just check. I may have some cat dex shit. Mm-hmm.
Cat dex shit?
We lose Asteria again? Maybe.
She's just muted. She just has to click on mute and Discord.
There we go.
Yep.
You're rolling Asteria?
Wait, am I back? What is happening?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Why is technology so hard?
It's really not.
You should try some Apple products. I hear they're very easy to use.
It seems like you just need to plug them into power. Like it honestly seems like you just need
She's
to
a genius. Why?
I actually I'll tell you guys later. Okay, so I have to do a dex save.
Yep.
Dex ability or saving throw?
Saving throw.
Hey!
Nice dodge. Beautiful dodge. All right, so with that, you see this acid-ish sort of liquid splash up onto the area. You managed to dodge out of the way, Asteria, but unfortunately, Rafe, not quite fast enough. Cat-like reflexes aren't there, as 4 points of acid damage splash up onto you, singeing your fur, making life really uncomfortable for you. And with that, I'll have everybody roll for initiative. As we look to wrap up the session for this evening, as we do have a bit of a hard stop tonight at 10:30.
Damn it.
Yes, Carlos.
You suck.
I really didn't think you would do this to us, but I guess.
Hey, you guys wanted a 2-hour power session? We got a 2-hour power session.
No.
Plus or minus 10 minutes? 20
Yeah.
minutes?
This battle will not go 10 minutes long. We will be enjoying it to its fullest next session.
Hey, Robin, I'm
we
glad
got
you're enjoying
next.
What's that? Sorry, Finry?
No, you go, Dave. You go, Dave. You go first.
I was just going to say, when is the next session? Have we got something next week? Or 2 weeks?
Potentially 2 weeks. We'll have a chat.
Okay. So 2 weeks, big fight with the big mud monster, and we're doing the giveaway with our
And the giveaway. It'll be a big
and
week.
The giveaway. Big week. Sweet. Sorry, Finry, all you, brother.
No, all I was going to say to our lovely DM, who would never ever try to kill Finry ever again, was
never.
I really hope you've enjoyed the Explorer's Guide to Wildmere.
A little bit of inspiration, yeah, this is fine. You gotta take a little bit of peace every once in a while.
Well, I didn't realize because I went into the initiative tracker and I saw what it was called, and I'm like, I know exactly. So now I'm like, okay, cool. I have to be like try extra hard, like not metagame next session.
Yeah, good luck trying to metagame is all I'll tell you.
Yeah, you probably like made something really nasty with this thing. I'm just happy that I'm really far away from it so far, so I can just bolt.
All you know is this thing is called the Homunculus by your orcish companions.
Oh, geez.
My fetching orcish companion.
Herderculus.
Herderculus.
As we wrap up, a big thank you to everybody that joined us tonight. It was so awesome to hit 250 followers and a couple of subscriptions as well, which are incredible. You guys make it so that we slowly can get stuff like new cameras and new mics and stuff over time, and all of that goes towards making hopefully a more entertaining show for everybody at home. So again, a massive thank you to everybody, and please tune in on the 15th of July. As we kick off the big battle with this swampish, acidish creature, and we do that giveaway. Hopefully, you'll all be then in the running. So, anything else from the rest of the team before we wrap up?
Oh yeah, don't forget to check out our fantastic person over who supplied us with our awesome virtual tabletop at Foundry.
Yes.
All the awesome action that you saw a little bit of tonight, and you'll see next session, is all brought to you by Foundry. Also, I want to throw out a big shout out to Rod for taking up the helm to run the stream tonight.
Yeah.
True MVP. I could see you multitasking.
Yep.
A little
Not
bit.
as stealthy as Jez.
Nailed it, buddy.
No, I could
nailed it.
a little bit of steam out the ears.
No, thanks again, everybody.
We got so you know.
Have we got plans for next week?
We'll make them. We'll let the chat know. There's a chance that I'll be able to be there with COVID now forcing us to not travel. So
yay! No, kidding.
I'll chat with you all through the week and make sure that we're keeping everybody up to date on socials and through Discord.
Hey, we have Discord, guys. We have all of our updates on our Discord, so make sure to follow us there. And if you missed any of our sessions, you can follow us on our YouTube channel. Hey, that's one UT. That's not actually anything.
Exclamation is what you're looking for.
That's what I want. Yeah, if you missed any of the session, you want to catch up, head on over to our YouTube channel, because I do a little bit of work after the session to get it all ready so that Mondays at 12 you can watch stuff without breaks. Well, we didn't have a break tonight, so my job is going to be so easy tonight. It's going to be great.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everybody. And we'll catch you all on the 15th, if not next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
in a world not too dissimilar from our own. Taverns bustling, markets filled with traders, a mountain-sized crystal glowing with magical potential on the horizon. We find a small group of adventurers ready to undertake a quest that would change the fate of their lives forever. In a world